Hey, Crazy Will here. Today we'll be talking about the Akaso Brave 6 Plus action camera. We're gonna review it today and see how it stacks up. Stay tuned, guys. This should be fun. Hey, Crazy Will here from Crazy Will's Tech Show. Today, we're gonna be taking a look at the Akaso Brave 6 Plus action camera. Now, full disclosure, this was sent to me for free with the terms that I'm going to do an honest review. They were fine with it. They sent it over to me. I've been playing with it for over a week and a half, and I got a couple opinions about it. First of all, I really like the packaging. I think they did a really nice job. Has a very kind of Appleist feel to it, I guess you would say. Slides off, it opens up, has that magnetic clip. I liked that. I thought the packaging and the way it was put in there was really nice. So this is the little camera right here. Pretty blue, pretty blue. Nice little light up button. Key features of this guy, natively, this shoots 4K at 30 frames per second. So that's the highest it can go. It also shoots an array, which I'm gonna leave a list right here, of different video formats that it'll shoot. Speaking of pictures, it also takes photos at 20 megapixels. It's got a built-in 2-inch touchscreen display. That's right, guys, this is touchscreen. Look at that, touchscreen, touchscreen. It's got hands-free voice control. So you could say, Ascamo, shoot video, or Ascamo, take pictures. This also has image stabilization. This also will connect to a Wi-Fi app on your smartphone so you can control it wirelessly with your phone. It's got 8x zoom, so you can actually zoom with this. With the buttons on the top, you can zoom in and out. It also has the ability to film in 6 different film modes, such as time-lapse, slow motion, still photo, photo burst, self-timer, and loop recording. So if you're looking for different types of shooting modes, it looks like it covers all the bases. Now this camera also comes with quite a bit of accessories. All different types of attachments to hook to cars, to motorcycles, to basically anything you'd want. Even a tripod stand, waterproof case. Really nice. And you still have access to all the buttons. This could actually go underwater up to 40 meters or 131 feet down. It came with 2 batteries with a dual charger that you could just connect into a USB. Remote control wristband. I really like this. I thought this was really cool. You could take a photo with it, that's the red button, or you could do video and that's the gray button. Really cool. Really thought this was neat that they threw this in here. Now the price of this bad boy with all of this gear is $119.99. So it's not a bad deal for, a native 4K camera, at 30 frames per second, and you have all those other shooting modes. So for that price point, I would consider that still entry level, me personally. Alright, so this is what the camera video looks like and sounds like. This is a quick view of what it'll look like. And I'm going to do it side by side, and I'm going to change the audio to the Canon T6i. We're going to compare the 2 video qualities. So you'll get a feel for what a $700 camera compared to a $119 camera looks like. We'll see how they compare. I know it's not a fair comparison, but it's just fun to see how they stack up, and we'll do that. And I'm going to switch the audio back and forth why this is going on, so you can hear the audio from a professional mic opposed to the audio that is actually on the camera. Alright, so here's a side-by-side comparison of the Canon T6i with the Ascamo Brave. So this is a low light situation. This camera is not really designed for low light situations. It's an action camera, but I figured I'd share with you guys and show you what the actual low light situation looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like outdoors. Where this camera is really gonna shine is outdoors. So this is the Canon T6i outdoor with the Brave 6. So there's your comparison. All right, so that gives you some idea of what the video quality looks like. Let's talk about the touch screen. If you swipe down on the touch screen, you have the ability to turn on Wi-Fi, to turn it off, to turn on the voice control functions, and you have a lock function. If you click on the lock function, you could swipe it over, and you could also power it off. Now, if you swipe up, you have all the other functions of video, photo, video settings, photo settings, and then camera settings. You could also access all those settings by pushing the power button right in the front here, and it'll actually go into photo mode. If you hit it again, it'll go into preview mode, so you can go back through and preview. If you hit the arrow on the side, you can see other videos, you could delete them. This camera's really great interaction. It's not like the other camera that I reviewed that got a lot of hits, which was the Campark, where you were constantly moving around and trying to hit buttons because it was not touchscreen. You have a lot of options to get to screens you want to, so you will have to explore and play. Another thing that I like compared to the other action camera that I did was I love the battery door. The battery door just that easily to open up. You can pull out your battery, your memory card's right there. You push it down. That's it. So it's attached, it's easy to open. So I'm not really an action kind of camera kind of guy. I'm not really one of those people that are gonna be parachuting out of planes, crazy jumps. So the most action that I do is mow my lawn on my drive-on lawnmower, which fortunately has a lot of vibration on it. So what I did was I strapped it to my drive-on lawnmower, and this is the video I took with it to see what the stabilization would be like. So one side's gonna be image stabilization, one side is gonna be no image stabilization, so you can see how well of a job the image stabilization does with this camera. Again, that's image stabilization with 4K video at 30 frames per second. Okay, so we're on the crappy side of my office, well, my work area. And if you look behind me, I actually have a thing of water right here. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this Bravio in the waterproof case, and I did test it the night before. I would highly recommend that you guys put a tissue inside here, shut it up, and then put it in there with a bottle of water. If you look at this image right here, what I did, so that way you could test and see if it's really watertight. What we're gonna do is we're gonna pop that side open like that, and it just clips like that. We'll open it up, and we'll slip this camera right in. Like so. We'll shut it, and we'll close it, and it should be sealed tight. So right now it's recording, and we're gonna stick this bad boy in the water, and then it goes right down to the bottom. And as you can see, it is on, and I'm gonna show you the video from there so that way you guys can see, and the light's still flashing, so we're good. You wanna pull it out, and we'll open it up like so, and it's dry as a bone, guys. Did good, passed the test. All right, so I want to test the slow motion video on this. I like using water because it kind of shows you how fast or how slow it's going. So first I'm going to show you this clip in real time, and then we'll switch over to the camera and it'll be in the slow-mo time. Now apparently this does it at 90 frames per second, and it's the only option you got. So the slow-mo is not really the greatest, but we're going to see what it looks like. All right, here we go. Okay, so like I said before, this has voice control. And how you're gonna activate that is you swipe down from the top and you click on, it looks like a head talking, click on that. That turns on the voice control. And you should see a little icon up here. Now, it only takes certain key phrases. I have this pulled up on my iPad, and I will leave a link down in the description below so you guys can see this. But the first thing is Ascamo, video start. Ascamo, video start. Ascamo, video start. All right, it worked. It takes quite a few tries to say it, and then the video stopped, and it says, Ascamo, stop video. Oh, that time it worked. You could also do Ascamo, Wi-Fi on. Okay, that worked. Ascamo, Wi-Fi off. Okay, that worked. Ascamo, photograph. Ascamo, photograph. Ascamo, take photograph. Okay, that time it worked with photograph. So this is one of the parts that I was not impressed with. The voice thing is a gimmick. I didn't really care for it. It seems like it wants to work sometimes. This has 8x zoom. I believe it's digital zoom. I'm gonna show you it really quick. I'm gonna do a shot of this space right here, and I'm gonna zoom in on it. I'm not gonna be in it because I gotta control it from there because you can't do it from the app. So that's what it looks like all the way zoomed in, and you gotta hold down on them to do it. And as you can see, it's not a smooth zoom. It's actually a kind of, you know, you gotta kind of pick where you want it to zoom into. So this has a really great app. We're gonna go take a quick look at it right now. All right, so here we are on the phone. The first thing you're gonna do is go over to the camera and tap the up arrow, and it should say Wi-Fi enabled and give you a password. Once it does that, you go into your settings and you click on the Brave Plus yada 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 there. Click on that, and the password will be 123456789 0, and it should show on your camera. You can change this password. All right, we're gonna get out of that and we're gonna go to the Yaskamo Go app. We're gonna click on that right there. We're gonna open that up and we're gonna click on connect to camera. So now we're in the camera. You can record from here. We'll do a little recording. We'll stop that. Okay, you can change the recording mode. You can go into time lapse, still photo, loop recording. If we click on time lapse, you get another option up here where you can change how many seconds you want it to record. If we go back to regular recording, which I really like, it goes back to the default settings every time you go into a setting. I really like that about this app. Now from here, you can go onto the little photograph looking thing in your left-hand corner. We'll click on that, and that's the actual videos that you've taken that are actually on this camera, and you can play them back, and they play back really fast. See, it's playing back right now. And then you can click these three buttons up here and you could download them. You could delete it. I want to delete it because I don't want it. We could take a look at the lawnmower video that I did for the image stabilization. So if you click down, it goes away. So if we're in a video, if you just swipe down, it goes away, and then we can go back. So now here we are back in the actual camera. You can go into full screen mode. When you do go in full screen mode, you don't have any access to any of the controls, which I did not like. So you would have to hit record and you can't go into full screen mode. I don't know why they didn't do something with this. I mean, even if you tilt the phone, it doesn't do anything. So I don't understand the full screen mode if you're not going to be able to record. Like I said, if you go in there, there's no buttons. I'm tapping the screen. I don't know why they didn't do that. On the bottom here, you have this little slider. If you tap the button, it'll switch over to camera mode. You can take a picture from there, and then you have more self-timer, burst, and more options there. We'll go back to regular video. For some reason, there isn't a zoom feature in this at all, which was a little disappointing, which is not a deal breaker. Now, if we go up to the sprocket, which is in the right-hand corner all the way at the top, this is where you have all your other options for this camera. Now, not all the options are there for this camera, but they have the majority of it. Resolution, video encoding, viewing angle, you have your white balance, timestamp, you could do all the basic stuff. You can format your card from here, factory reset it. Shows you how much battery's left. I have 10% battery left, capacity, how much is on the memory card, and the actual model number of this camera. The app's not bad, but it's missing a lot of features. I'm hoping with a future update they will fix a lot of that stuff, like the slow motion. When I went to go do it, wasn't available in the actual menu. I actually had to do it through the camera and not through the app, and you have to worry about your phone turning off. It still records, but it loses connection. The app's a little glitchy, and I'm hoping they'll fix it in the future is what I'm trying to say. Now, other features that I wanted to tell you guys about, it does have a driving mode where if you put it in the menu into a driving mode, it will automatically turn on and off, and you could preset your driving mode. So if you want time lapse, you could do time lapse. If you wanted to constantly record, you can constantly record. Or if you want to do the loop recording, you could do that as well. So if you hook it up to a cigarette lighter adapter, using the actual adapter that it came with, you can hook it into the cigarette lighter adapter, which is USB, and then USB-C to the actual camera. When you turn on the car, it automatically starts the camera and it automatically starts recording. So that was a really great feature, and I played with that a couple times. So if you want to use this for a dash cam, you can. Another function that it has, you can take the same USB cord and stick it into the computer. Make sure you do not use a hub, because for some reason it didn't like the hub and it wouldn't work. I directly connected to the computer, and you get this menu here, and you can pick if you want to use it as web camera or if you want to just use it as a USB connected device. So you can click and drag your videos over, which makes it really convenient, so you don't have to constantly take out that little micro SD card. It's pros and cons time. Pros! The Wi-Fi Connect. It's really great, guys. I really liked it. It transfers videos very easy. It gets onto the phone really easy. You can upload them to Instagram, or you can upload them to friends or text message them to friends. The video encoder is really good. Other cameras in the past, I've had problems with that. This one, no contest. Really good in that aspect. I think it has really nice video. The video quality is, like I said, 4K at 30 frames per second. I think really pretty decent quality video. I mean, as you can see, I was truly impressed with the image stabilization. For this price point, this image stabilization was pretty incredible, I think. I mean, you guys tell me what you think. Leave a comment down below. Lots of accessories. I love how many accessories it came with. The waterproof case, the camera, all these different mounts, and all this extra stuff that they really didn't have to add in, but they did. Cons! Right off the bat, Feedback, guys, not the best sound, and that's typical for these price points and these cameras, but this one was no exception. The sound wasn't the greatest. They do have a way to put an external mic to it, but only their external mic, and it's just a lavalier mic. It's sold separately. It's $10, which isn't a bad price. It doesn't come with the kit, and I really want to be able to use my StarTAC microphone on it, and I emailed them and they told me that it wasn't possible with a USB connection to a 2.5mm jack. The app is great, but it is missing key features that the camera offers. I'm hoping in updates they will fix this, but there was a lot of missing features, and one of the biggest features that aggravated me was when I put it in landscape mode so I could actually view it, you can't record from there. It was only like a viewing way. You could only like view it. You couldn't record from there, you couldn't take a snapshot, you couldn't do anything. So the full screen mode on this, on your app, was absolutely useless. Like a lot of 4K cameras, this has a time limitation until it stops. I recorded for a half hour and it stopped at 8 minutes and 11 seconds every time. Clip your clips. So a little worrisome about that. It's not a deal breaker. It looks like it kind of overlaps them a little bit, but the clips, it's got to stop to back up that video and then start again. So you're gonna get a shot of 8 minutes and 11 seconds. The voice control, not even worth mentioning, guys. To me, it's a gimmick. I think it's a function that's not working very well. The name is a little complicated to say, and then you have to say it instead of, start video, it's video start. So my overall thoughts, guys, I'm gonna put this in the mix for me. I think it's gonna be a regular driver in my mix. I'm not gonna use it for the microphone, but for different video angles, I will still use the mic and my T6i. Like when I did the COVID-19 sneeze guards, I could have kept the camera in the main pose where it got a wide shot, my T6i, and I could have took that little mini camera and stuck it right in the close shots where I'm screwing in things or showing you how to do things. I was really excited to get this camera. I wanted an action camera. It fills all my needs. The only thing that it didn't fill was that microphone. So overall, I'm really impressed with it. Between the app and not being able to hook another microphone to it, I think that's a big miss on their part. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5, guys. I think it's a great camera. It would definitely be a 5 if they improved that app and added a microphone. I think this would be a no-brainer, but for the price point, I give it a 4 out of 5, guys. That's it for me, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that bell if this helped you in any way. And remember, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Later, guys! My dog's peeing in the background. Lovely, Bells. Thank you. Thank you. Doing a good job. Appreciate it. It's over. That's it, guys. I mean, there's other videos up there, or if you want to do me a huge favor, click the like button or subscribe button's even better.